We are on chapter 5, the Sri Krishna eating house. Okay. So we have already discussed the first and second part of the chapter. And today we shall discuss the last part of the chapter. Okay. I hope you are remembering the story of Hari. You remember the story of Hari? Yes. So, who is he? He is from a poor family, and he come to Mumbai in search of work. You remember the story, no? In search of work, and there he finds a job in Sri Krishna eating house. So that house, restaurant was very shabbiest and meanest restaurant in the whole Mumbai. And also the who comes there to eat? The coolies, the very poor people, and those who are below poverty, under the poverty level, those who live under the poverty, they come and eat the food over there. So why they could afford the food very easily, because the coolies and the beggars, they come there to eat the food. They could easily afford the food because the price was very less. And also the 24 hours the restaurant was opened. So the restaurant was very shabbiest and meanest, because there was no time. The owner or those who work in the restaurant, they had no time to clean or to decorate the restaurant, because they had no time even to sleep. That much the people come, even the late at night, they were coming and having the meal there, over there. So you found that Hari also got a job in that particular restaurant, and he was helping the other two boys. With him, there were other two boys also were there. So they were very hard-working people, those boys. And Hari wanted to speak to them, but they kept the whole day silent, because he knew that something they said that was only in which language they were talking. The boys who were working with him, they were talking the language Tamil. So Hari did not know the Tamil, and neither they knew the Hindi or Marathi. So they could not communicate with each other. So Hari also kept quiet and did the work very neatly and very with the wholeheartedly. Okay, so three of them. And the owner of the restaurant also was very good man, very kind, very generous man. He was also very hardworking. Okay, and also Hari was very free to talk with them. Nearby there was a ding dong watch shop was there, and he was asking, he was very familiar fellow he was, and Hari was explaining, or Hari was opening up his heart to that man. So he was very good with him. So he went, while he was going to throw the garbage beside the road, so he saw that particular man there working in the watch shop. So he started to talk with him, and both of them were very close. They would talk to each other. So now we can start reading the chapter, page number 70. We can also open your textbook. It was the watchman of big building on a hill who brought me here to eat, and I have stayed to work. So who told her? The watchman. The watchman told, how did you come to this particular place? Who gave you job here? So Hari told that the watchman of a big building on the hill, he is the person who brought me here and gave to stay in this particular place and gave me the job here. Other people have come to Jaggu for help. Jaggu means, who is the name of Jaggu? The owner of the restaurant. Okay. So the man nodded, poking about the watchman's watch mechanism with a long fine needle. So you know that how to repair the watch. They use a very fine needle, and the particular man, the watchman, was concentrating on his watch and doing some repairing the watch. Okay. He is silent man, never speaks to anyone, but he has been gone to good many. So about whom it is talking about? He is a very silent man and never speak to anyone, but he has been good to many. Though the restaurant, Jagu, the owner of the restaurant house was very quiet and he never go jabbering or going on speaking, but he kept quiet, but he helped many people. You can see that this boys also, there were two other boys also were working there, no? So you can imagine that how helpful he was. He does the work whole day and night and offer the food to beggars and coolies. So you can imagine how he is very good man. Okay, like those two boys who work for him, their parents were killed in a railway accident. They were all living on a railway platform, as many do who come to the city to find work. And one day a train ran over the parents as they were crossing the line to fetch water from a pump. So he is telling the story of the other two boys. Who is telling the story? The watchman of the show. Telling to Hari. So like two boys who work for him. And Hari did not know who these people were, who these children know. Because they could not communicate with each other. They did not know the language to communicate. Hari knew only Hindi and Marathi, and the other two boys knew only the Tamil. So they could not communicate with each other. So Hari did not know what is the background of the two boys or from where they come from. Nothing. Okay, they also do not know what is the background of Hari. So they always kept quiet. This is a particular man, the watchman, the one whom he could speak. And the owner of the restaurant was always busy, so he was unable to talk to him. So that's the reason he was unable to talk to the owner of the restaurant. So here the watchman tells the story of the other two boys. Okay, so their parents were killed in the railway accident. They were all living on a railway platform. The other two boys' parents, how they were killed? So by the railway accident, and also they were staying on a railway platform. They did not have any house. They came here in search of work. And one day a train ran over their parents as they were crossing the line to fetch the water from the pump. So as the parents were crossing the line, railway line to fetch the water, so the train ran over there and they both were died. So now the children are orphaned. There is the station where it happened. So the shopkeeper showed this is the railway track where they met with an accident. He waved his fine yellow hand with a long needle in it down the street and then continued. That is when Jagu found the two boys. He was coming to work in the morning and he brought them here straight away and gave them food and shelter and work too. So, what is the story of the two boys? Those who work with Hari? They also were very from a poor family. They didn't have even house. They were staying at the platform along with their parents, and parents were in search of job. And while the parents were crossing the line, railway track, the train ran over them and they both were died. And now at present, the children are orphaned. And by seeing the situation of these children, this Jagu, the owner of the restaurant, brought them to the restaurant and gave them shelter and food. You can imagine how good heart he has, no? It's very helpful man. So that is the story of the two young boys, those whom Hari works. Hari was shocked by the story, but he did not like to be thought of another orphan in Jagu's care. He did have parents after all, even if one was a drunkard and the other an invalid at home. So while Hari was hearing all the stories about the two young boys, he thought that though they are orphan, they don't have parents, but I am not orphan. Okay, and I have though my father is a drunkard and mother is sick in bed, I have my home. I am not living in a platform or railway track. I have my own home and my sisters at home, and also I have my parents. So he was well aware of the situation at home. So he realized that he did not tell their parents that he is coming away without saying anything. He ran away from to Mumbai in search of work to help the family, that we know, but he did not inform the parents. So he felt, while hearing the story, he felt very upset to what he did. He did not tell the parents. So he remembered that I also have my parents, though my father is drunkard and my mother is there, but I have to inform them. That is the realization he got while hearing the story of the two boys. Okay, so a proper home, not just a place on a railway platform. Thinking of them, he suddenly said, "Sir, can you tell me where the post office is? I wish to buy a postcard." So while hearing the story of the two boys, he felt very sad, and also he was reminded of his own parents' love and care, and he thought to write a letter to them. So he asked the shopkeeper, "Can you tell me where is the post office where we get the postcard?" "Oh," laughed the old watchmaker, winking at him from behind the eyepiece. So he laughed by hearing this. Very good. "Suddenly remembered you had someone to write to, did you?" "Yes, you must write." "Of course you must write. Go straight up the road. Next to the electronic substation there is the post office. Have you money for a postcard, or can I lend you some?" Very good man, no? So you remembered to write to someone. You remembered you have parents, you have somebody at home to write. It is good that the realization you got right now. So it is very good idea. You should go, and he showed the way how to go to the post office and get a postcard. This is the way to go to the post office, and you can go and get the postcard. And also he was very good man. He asked that Hari, "Do you have money to buy the postcard, or I can give you money?" So have you got the money to buy the postcard, or can I lend you some money? Can I lend? I can give you the money. When you get the money from the owner of the restaurant after the work, you can return it back. Okay, so I can also give the money to you. Hari gratefully took the coin from him, promising to return to it as soon as Jagu paid him his salary, and then hurried off to the post office. Having brought the card, he had to have a pen to write with. For this, he returned to the watchmaker, who seemed more likely to have won than the owner of the eating house. This was the middle of the swearing. Okay, so what happened? So the watchman gave the money for him to get a postcard from the post office, and Hari promised that when I get the money from Jagu, from my salary, I can give you the money back. Okay, he told us that the watchman promised. Having brought the card, he brought the card from the post office, and now what happened? He had no pen to write the letter. So he thought that it is better to go to the watchman and get a pen. He knows how to read and write, so he will surely have the pen. Who will surely have the pen? The watchman. Okay, he knows how to write, and he knows how to read, and he knew that the owner of the house, the restaurant, was illiterate. He doesn't know how to read and write, so it is impossible to asking the pen from whom? The owner of the house. So he went suddenly to the watchman to take a pen from him. It was in the afternoon when there was no one in the shop, and even the two orphans had fallen asleep under the table from the heat and exhaustion. Okay, So it was the noon time. It was the noon time. Harry brought the postcard and the letter from the watchman. And at that time, what happened? The hotel also, the shop was empty. There was nobody at that time. And the two boys also were very very tired. They might have slept. They were in a deep sleep. And under the table, they had no bed or anything. They just slept under the bed, and because of the hot and the tiredness, they also felt so sleepy, and they are already slept. Harry sat on the step of the Ding Dong Watch Workshop and carefully wrote with a ballpoint pen that the old watchmaker lent him. So where he sat and wrote a letter to his parents, he sat on the step of the Ding Dong Watch Shop. He went to the watch shop. The name of the shop is Ding Dong. He went there and he started to write a letter to his parents. Then he wrote his name in a large letter to fill up the space, but not his address, and went off to post it. Feeling happy both to have done what he knew he should do and frightened because this meant he would be staying on in Bombay, not going home. So what he told her, he wrote everything, and he felt happy and relaxed because he was going to writing a letter to his parents, and also wanted to inform where his place or everything is, and he felt happy to have done a great work. Okay, he has informed where he is. But what he did, he knew he should do, and frightened because this meant to not be going. He did not want to go back home, but he wanted to stay in Mumbai and work there and earn some money and wanted to go back. So he did not give his address. Okay, that is what the end of the story here. So he felt happy in the particular place, in the restaurant. And he also have those people to take care of him. So he felt that he will write all the details, but he did not give the address or wanting to go back to his home. But he wanted to. His heart felt that the satisfaction that he told that he is okay and everything is okay with him. But he felt the need to work in Mumbai and earn some money and help the family. Okay, dear children, that's the end of the story. And also, the moral of the story you get from here is that the hard work. Okay, so he also if he might have felt lazy, he also could have stayed at home, like okay, they are not looking after his family or the younger sisters. So he took the responsibility. Being the eldest in the family, he also took the responsibility. He was aware that he had to take care of the family because father is drunkard, mother is ill, and other sisters are there. So he felt the need to take care of the family. That is the beautiful nature of the Hari, what we have learned in the chapter. So, what is your duty as a student? You have to take care of your studies, as a student. Your prior duty is to take care of your study and get good marks in your exam, and also your character, your behavior and everything. Okay, you have to be a good child as you grow. Thank you students for listening and learn the word meanings. Okay, also I have given the question answer the previous class. Please write it down in your notebook neatly. Thank you for listening.